How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another 360 test drive with Classic Mazda of Denton. My name's Scott, and this is Patrick Roberts. He's actually one of the salesmen on the showroom floor here at Classic Mazda, so he's going to be going over a few questions we might have while we get out on the road. So anything you wanted to say before we get out on the road, actually?
This is the 2021 model, so you get a few major changes you're going to see jumping into that new year model, and those are going to be the new infotainment, now remastered, quicker processor, quicker transition from screen to screen, different applications are going to fully integrate. Also, it's a bigger screen overall, it's stretched. Camera quality is way up, very, very high resolution on the camera. Even the 360 camera is
oh wow, okay.
Topped out on resolution. You have the dynamic lines that will turn now.
Sweet.
Top down, front facing, rear facing, and of course the conglomerate of those 4 cameras there.
And this one being the GT, it has the parking sensors?
Yeah, front and rear parking sensors.
Okay, so is that what was just beeping at us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're close to that car behind us, and
awesome.
It's trying to show us too.
That 360 top view is pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that top down is a big help, and it's dimensionally accurate, so when you're backing in or pulling forward, that'll be accurate to the things around you, so you can parallel or whatever.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road. And all that shuts off when we go and drive?
Well, it shows a front facing for the first 6 miles an hour, and then after that it turns off. So just to make sure you don't have something in front of the car.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
Isn't it?
All right, and then I can see up here, this one has that heads-up display.
Yep. And that's going to show a readout of street signs before you can see them in full color. Stop signs, speed limit signs, do not enter signs. It'll also show you the speed limit if you're exceeding that, as well as a flurry of other safety information you can change or simplify.
This one have the GPS stuff on it, or no?
This one will, yes. It'll have the GPS, but the big thing that we're trying to get people used to is using their smartphones. Now,
for GPS?
Yeah.
Because these come standard with CarPlay and Android Auto, right?
Yeah, and Android's going to have an update soon with Android 11 that'll let you do wireless connectivity, and we're trying to master that right now, but it hasn't rolled out to all the new smartphones. I hope that iPhone's going to follow suit. But we have the wireless charger that'll come in handy with the wireless connectivity on that.
That stuff's cool, man. I've never had a wireless charger. I've always wanted to try it out. I just got to get a phone that works with a wireless charger.
Super easy to use. You just throw it down in there and it starts charging. It's nice.
One thing I noticed right off the bat too, man, even like the previous years of CX-9, this thing has like plenty of power.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of get up and go, but it's still nice and quiet in here. Still a nice smooth ride.
And the cool thing about that is it starts down low. It's going to give you kick.
Yeah, I noticed that when we were pulling out.
Yeah.
So like if you're trying to pull off an on-ramp or trying to get onto the highway or pull into a busy street, you're not going to have an issue getting up to speed so that somebody is going to end up riding on your butt.
Exactly, even from a dead stop.
Does this one have the auto hold on it too? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you
cool.
can turn that on.
Auto hold is
your
sweet,
brake.
guys.
He didn't have his foot on his brake right now.
Yeah, if you're like me and you end up dropping stuff a lot while you're driving, or like let's say you're in a drive-thru and you have your phone on you and it falls down and you bend over to get it. I don't know about you, but I'll go for it, and sometimes my foot slips off the brake and I lurch forward. With auto hold, that's not going to happen because it's actually going to hold the car still for you. So like especially if you have any city cruising where you're coming up to a lot of stoplights, a lot of stop signs, you're not relying on yourself more so to sit there and mash on the brake the whole time. It's actually going to do it for you until you hit the gas.
It doesn't shut the motor off. Just hold your brake.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. It seems tedious, but it's actually really, really nice over time.
Yeah, you get used to it real quick. And this one has the G vectoring control. I mean, I'm assuming it's pretty much like the old models. It's got all that stuff plus more.
Yeah, G vectoring plus, now integrated last year, is going to be braking from the outside along with the torque vectoring from the inside to intensify that nose in when you come into a corner, trying to reduce the body roll. Very effective now, and it's very flat in a corner, very stable.
That's a few of my favorite things about all the CX-9s is like, you get into a lot of SUVs in this class where they're really top heavy, and like going around corners, it feels like a little wonky, I guess.
It's gonna lean, but all the other segments.
But this thing, I mean, this feels like you're driving a car, basically. I mean, going around this corner, there's not a lot of body roll, not a lot of anything. It's just extremely comfortable. Nice feedback on the steering wheel too. It's not like loose. It's really firm, feels planted. It really gives me confidence.
Linear steering is what Mazda tries to exemplify in all their cars.
And guys, once again, I want to reiterate how quiet this thing actually is. I mean, we're on a pretty bumpy road. This road's not great, and you don't hear a lot of like vibrations transmitting into the cab.
Yeah. You don't feel anything.
And this one, what was it about the windows?
Double thick.
It's the double thick
glass. Yep. If you roll it down, you can literally feel the two layers here doubled up, trying to reduce that road noise as the wind hits the windshield and the front windows here. So
it kind of feels like it's more insulated almost. I mean, we have the AC turned really down low, and it's a warm day, but we had it on full blast before we started this video, and it's maintained its temperature.
It cooled down almost immediately as we jumped in, and it's just been sitting on the lot. And this is not a cool color. I don't know if you've ever
right
white
the black leather
color.
seats in here, and yeah, those ventilated seats are pretty awesome too.
Oh yeah.
And this one has the rear climate control.
Yep. It's gonna have the triple climate, third climate back there, along with USB ports in the third row and the second row.
So if you guys aren't familiar with what that is, basically you've got the dual climate control up here, which is, you know, left side I can set my temperature to 62 and he has his all the way down, or if he wanted it a little warmer he could do that. And so you can kind of direct your vents, and let's say you got, you know, your husband or wife likes the temperature a lot different than you. You're not sitting there fighting over the climate controls. It makes driving more of a pleasure,
yes.
I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Any other special things upgraded on the 2020 or 2021? I'm sorry.
Main thing is the infotainment. We're waiting a long time for this. It's going to come standard with remote start that integrates into the infotainment through your smartphone, so it'll connect via Wi-Fi.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so it's not like a key fob remote start, but it's with
through your smartphone.
Through your smartphone. Okay.
And it works at any distance through Wi-Fi, and you can get Wi-Fi in the vehicle too. It's going to cooperate with a carrier.
Oh, really?
I think Verizon and AT&T right now are what Mazda are working with. And I think you get a subscription for that for a little while when you purchase the vehicle, so you can try it out.
We really are stepping into the future, aren't
yeah, we really, we are. It's like a computer here.
I hope you don't mind, man. I'm going to give it a little bit of gas.
Yeah, go for it.
I love the power on these things. I mean, it gets up and goes. These things are a blast.
I know, man. It's quick.
Another thing too, though, is they're safe. I mean, it's got the smart city braking, smart brake support, rear cross traffic alert.
The rear cross traffic, front and rear parking sensors, and this year it's got the rear smart city brake support. So
it's like if you're backing out and somebody walks up behind you, it'll hit the brakes for you.
A kid, someone on a bike, anyone coming by it when you reverse. Yeah.
Okay. And I noticed it's also got the blind spot monitoring, and